Hello and welcome to Intuitive Downloads, part of Weaving Dreams into Reality podcast. These are downloads that I receive from my guides on applying mindset and spiritual concepts to create and manifest the life we truly desire. Make sure to leave your comments and questions and we may feature them on an upcoming episode. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. There was something that was coming through in my meditation this morning that was very potent. And it was, as people who've done most likely a lot of inner work on ourselves, mindset-wise, goals and clearing past belief patterns and things like that. There's one thing that was coming through very, very clearly, and how we as spiritual beings sometimes diminish, I guess, or not just sometimes, a lot of the time, I guess, diminish the human. And sort of, in a way, not necessarily consciously, in a way, sort of vilifying it and to a degree that, and like kind of diminishing it in value to the point where it's almost like, I don't want to have this as part of my experience. And recognizing that we are these beautiful, perfectly imperfect jewels in the crown of the divine, if you will, that we recognize that we are sovereign beings, in that we are souls living in these mortal vessels of consciousness, of our consciousness. And when we can recognize and truly start to open our eyes to the fact that everyone in our experience is in fact there on some level to help us, even and actually especially the people who trigger us or who have put us through the most difficult things in our lives. And it's not from a place where, we deserve punishment or any of that kind of religious gobbledygook. It has to do with understanding that every one of us has their own journey, that we're all perfectly imperfect beings. And we are indeed here to help one another, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, through contrast or through mutual collaboration and empowerment, consciously. It's that we, like no one else, has any say or any true influence on what we manifest. And there is a tendency on the part of us when we're in our woundedness, or whatever you want to call it, our lower vibrations, you name the thing, I think you understand what I'm saying, is to blame other people for what's going on some level, whether it's conscious or subconscious. And we can be very quick to, I don't do that, that kind of dismissing of these things because it's not the right thing, it's not really something that's accepted. And it's almost become like a culture of spiritual idealism in a way that's not necessarily helpful. And there's like a kind of a stratification, because some people seem to be perceived themselves as well as being above others because they have succeeded. I'm not saying this is the case with everyone, but there are moments when everyone goes through that. We're all living in these vessels. What is really beautifully coming through, it was how empowering it is when we understand and embrace the fact that we are the ones who orchestrate, on some level, our spirit orchestrates everything that goes on in our lives. It's us, it's within us, it's our higher selves that bring us to these people, to these situations, and into the contrast, meaning the things that are challenging for us, that help us grow, but that can be very painful or uncomfortable when we're not doing our work regularly. There's no judgment here. God knows there's times everyone goes through that they're really mired in it until, like, wait a minute, I'm a spiritual being. There's more to this than just this pain. But it's beautiful because it's there for a reason. Every single thing that we go through comes to us for a reason, and it's always for our growth and our benefit. and to recognize that no one else is responsible for our well-being, our happiness, our health, or anything like that. Not to say that people don't help take care of us, but ultimately we're the ones who invite it in or we don't. And it's a powerful and beautiful thing because that means that no one has control truly over who we are or what we manifest. Who we choose to hang out with and whatnot can flavor our experience, but it does not define it. Thank you so much for listening. Just before you go, I would like to say something that I wish from my heart for you. Dearest listener, may you be blessed with all the divine holds in its unconditionally loving heart for you. May it all come true so far beyond anything you could ever dream or imagine in truly miraculous